Hello. I gotta adjust this. Oh my God, it's so bright. Oh my God, that's not right. That's not right. Is that better? I think that's better. Let's see. Can you all hear me okay? How is everyone doing today? You can't be shy on these lives. Oh, we got a lot of people in here. We have Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Tina. Minding Minds. Hello. Hello. We have Perk C. Hello. Hello. Brittany Casey. Hey. Hey. What is this? Dix. I can't even. Oh my God, it's moving too fast. Mistake. Hey. You all can't hear me? Can you hear me? Let me scroll down and see if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, you can't hear me. Okay. I'll snap Chicago summoned us for an emergency meeting. Yes. It's a couple of reasons why, because I haven't been on here in a while. And I'm like, you need to go on. But to be honest with you, I just have not been in the mood to come on live. And it's just like a couple of personal things going on. But I'm going to post a video that explains more about that and explain what's going on, you know. But I said I got to be, you know, a person who teach them. I got to be about what I teach about. You know, I got to be about it. Can't just talk about it. I got to be about it. So I'm like, I talk about consistency. I'm like, oh my God, it's been well over a week. You have not been online. You have to get online. Trust me, I did not forget. It's just that I had to get my mind right, because it's really hard. It's really hard, you all, to be a content creator, because you have to be on camera. You have to be on, because it takes a lot of energy to come across on camera. So, you know, just a lot with my grandmother and stuff. Like, I have a video that will talk more with that. So there has been a lot going on. I was involved in a car accident, just a lot. So I just, you know, it's just been so much, and running back and forth to doctors and doctor's appointments. I'm at the doctor's office like literally 3 to 4 times a week. So it's just been a lot. Between hospitals, doctor's appointments, MRIs, CAT scans, ultrasounds, just a lot. Hey, Kimberly Love. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Lashia Mack. I believe that's right. Carnival Nails. Hey. Okay. Hey, Lavina. Okay, good. You all can hear me. Okay, cool. So, yes, I feel like it's time for a town hall, because I have a list. I'm like Wendy Williams. How y'all doing? I got a list of things I want to discuss and I want to get your input on. Nothing in particular, but I do have a whole list here. Okay. So, first order of business. I know I asked for some moderators, because, you know, as this channel grows, there will be trolls. As this channel grows, you get haters. You get some people that just, you know, just not really a good fit. And so I asked in the community board, and you need to be subscribed so you can see what's going on in that community board, because I do flash sales, all type of announcements in there. If you know, you know, but you really do want to know. So back to this, I asked for a few moderators, and I got a lot of responses. I was surprised. I'm like, I wonder if people know what being a moderator is on a channel. So let's get into that first, really quickly. Okay, so first I would like to say I have picked two moderators so far. And the first one, if you are a moderator, Minding Minds, I believe you're a moderator now, you should be able to click on different comments, and you should be able to take certain actions. You should be able to block people, time out, whatever. Minding Minds, you are, I believe, a moderator, because I did it like 12 days ago. So I kind of forgot. I think I know the other person, but I don't see them in here. So Minding Minds, can you let me know if you are a moderator, please? I believe you are. It's hard for me to tell on this software right here, but I'm pretty sure you are a moderator. Congratulations. Congratulations. And then the other moderator is going to be, I think it's QT Social Club. I believe she's the other moderator. So just let me know. You are. Yes. So yes, you are a moderator. Congratulations. And then it's QT Social Club. I want to say it's the people who I will see constantly, consistently log in first. So what I would want from a moderator is that, you know, when I have the wait time and the little video up there playing, if you're here first, if you could just tell people that we, you know, just welcome, we'll be with you shortly, or with the video is coming shortly. And then like if you see people that are in here trolling, because sometimes you get troll comments, and what they try to do is when it's a lot of comments, they try to get you to read what they're saying, but it'll be something kind of like dirty or stupid. So if you see any crazy comments, you can block and delete them. Or if you see a person is haggling or, you know, just being disrespectful, you can block them. You can, because I don't really have time to deal with all that. You know, like we're here to make money, and do our thing. So yeah. And so what I want you to do, Minding Minds, can you just tell me really quick what state you're in? I believe I know. I want to say you're in California, not sure. But can you just email me at chicago.com, and first tell me what state you're in right here. I just want to make sure I have the right person, because I'm going to send you a welcome or thank you gift. And that's one of the perks of being a moderator. A thank you. Like, you get little perks and stuff. You'll know about things before the people. You'll receive little trinkets or whatever. So if you could just email me at chicago@yahoo.com, your address, but just tell me what state you're in, just to make sure that it's you that I'm sending this to. And then I will get a little something out to you. And I'm pretty sure QT Social Club is the other person. Pretty sure. We don't have it that often, but it just kind of helps. Like, if you know a lot about the channel and people are asking questions and I'm kind of like talking on a rant, you can answer the question or something like that. If you know something, and you can help if you could. California. I thought you were in California. See, I be knowing things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I was recovering from surgery already, and then I was hit by someone. So, but my car was damaged. My car has been fixed, and I got it back already. I had a rental. Everything's okay, but I did suffer some pain from that. Everything's been happening. Yeah, me too. My mom is a COVID survivor. I go through doctor's appointments and making sure she's good. Yeah. And I was telling you all about my grandmother and all that stuff. And on top of that, she caught COVID. I don't want to talk about that. But she no longer has it, but the damage is already done. So I don't want to talk about that. Anyway. Okay, so California. So I thought so. So if you could just go ahead and email me your information. Come on. Focus on me. And then I'll mail out something to you. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to keep moving right along here. I want to talk about what's happening out here, because I'm in all these groups and I see things and I'm just like, what is happening with the nail techs? What is happening with the beauty industry? What is happening with entrepreneurs, period? Oh, and I'm so sorry about your mom, but she was a survivor. So that's a good thing. I just hope she doesn't have any lingering effects, because I know I'm jumping, but I was being rude and I didn't say anything. A lot of people that I know are having lingering effects. Like, I have one client says she still can't taste to this very day, really. And I have another client who says she feels like she's lost her intelligence to a certain degree, for lack of better words. And somebody else said they have a headache that won't go away, even though they're negative now. So this is no joke. But I'm glad she's a survivor. This is crazy. Oh, okay. So, like I said, I'm in all these groups. And I'm just reading, and I have opinions about things. I've been too busy to get on, but I have a list here. The first thing I want to talk about is, what do you think about this whole Swarovski mess? I was going to make a video around that, but I'm like, man, what do you all think about the Swarovski thing? Because it's been a big deal in the community that Swarovski will no longer, I guess, be selling individual rhinestones like the ones that we use on nails. Those sizes will not be available in those small packs anymore. And I'm just wondering, like, how does that go? Because you could get them in Michael's and all of that, Hobby Lobby, but people were acting like their world is going to end. Their world is just, over, because Swarovski is not going to sell these rhinestones. And I'm like, should we be bothered? I just want to get your input, because I have my thoughts on it. Like, should we really be bothered about that? I want to hear what you got to say. Should we be bothered? But they're not going out of business, but they're no longer selling those. And I guess the individual packs, I'm still confused as to what it is we're upset about. Please tell me. Oh yeah, another thing, moderators, if you could remind people to share the live and hit the like button, that really, really helps with the algorithm. So, I'll be reminding, but if you could too, sometimes, you don't have to do it, whatever you feel like doing, whatever. But how do we feel about that? I didn't read too deep into it, but it was like coming up in the groups. So I'm like, I always have the non-popular opinion about things. You said California schools are closed again for 3 weeks. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something real drastic because this is out of control. Out of control. Yeah, it is crazy. Forget them. Only support companies, people that support you. I forgot the reason why. I forgot the reason why. You said if Swarovski doesn't sell them, another company will. I'm not bothered. Thank you. I just want nice stones. It doesn't have to be theirs. But people are acting like, what are we gonna do? Da, da, da. Now I know of certain nail techs that have a whole big price list and they're based off Swarovski crystals. And they literally charge per crystal. So they may have to do some adjustments there. There are other companies. Yep. No, I would just get the next best. No, now is the time to diversify your work. Hey, Muni. Oh, you should be posting. You can do both. I took online classes for a minute and yeah, you can do it. So I'm just going to tell you my thought on it. And this is just what I see. I feel like this. Swarovski crystals are very expensive. Okay, they're expensive. It's like $5.99 for a pack of what, like 20 or 30 stones or something in there. I don't know how many, but it's just like the truth of the matter is most nail techs weren't charging properly anyway for the stones. So they were kind of ripping themselves off just from the pricing that I see. I see people say, look at this that I did this with Swarovski. I charge $45. I charge $35. $50. And I'm like, you put all those stones on somebody for $50? You lost money, honey. You lost money. And everybody wants to say Swarovski because it's just like saying Gucci, Louis, something designer. So in the nail world, Swarovski is like designer. But my thing is a lot of people are not priced properly in the first place to be even really using Swarovski on people. Really, if you're using Swarovski, you should be charging per stone because those suckers are expensive. And if you break down, how we talk about in the other videos about breaking down pricing, break it all the way down. If you broke down the price that you're paying for each stone, you would need to mark that up 30, 40, 50% or more just to cover your overhead, plus the time that it takes you to put it on, plus your labor. So I can tell you for a fact that most people are not charging properly if they're using Swarovski. So actually, Swarovski, to me, in my opinion, did a lot of nail techs a favor, and they don't even realize it because they weren't getting their money's worth off of it anyway. Now, I don't know if you all agree. People might get mad. Certain people gonna get mad when they see that. Let me tell you, I at one point was talking about Swarovski, and all my stones were not Swarovski. And I thought about it one day. I said, Tanisha, that these people already try to complain about the price that we charge now. And I tell them, like, if you wanted all Swarovski, do you know how much I would have to charge? It'd be like triple, because I know how to price, right? It would be triple. You don't even want to pay this price. So you definitely can't afford a real Swarovski set. Well, my nail tech over here does Swarovski. Well, let me tell you something else that was happening in the industry. People were selling fake Swarovski, okay? Fake. They would get some stones and they would put them in a pack, and they were making these little labels that, they came in like a little baggie. And those are not real Swarovski. People were just selling them, but they weren't real because Swarovskis are crystals. Now, here's the thing. Crystals, that's just a brand. That's just like when people say, oh, I got shellac. I can't stand it and make my skin crawl. When clients say to me, I say, you get gel nails? No, I get shellac. I'm like, so you get gel nails? No, my nail tech, she puts shellac on me. Shellac is just the brand. It's gel. You have gel on. Same thing is happening with the rhinestones. People are like, Swarovski is Swarovski. I use Swarovski. Okay, most people are not really using Swarovski. Those who are probably not pricing themselves correctly. And Swarovski is just a brand of nail crystals, period. There are other brands of crystals. Crystals. That's all. That's just the brand. They have Swarovski stores, but I think we got to step back and look at that. I'm not saying you in particular, I'm just saying, like, we should not be that upset about it. I think they're going to realize how much they're losing, because I think they know, because Swarovski sells, they deal to different people, right? So they deal to the big box stores such as Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and all of those, right? They deal to them. And then they sell to individual retailers, but they don't really know how much of those sales from those retailers, they don't know how much of it is coming from us as nail techs. They think it's coming from like people in the theater industry, people, you know, who are in the entertainment industry overall. So it's just like they're going to see their sales drop, and then they're going to have to take a look at, dang, well, maybe we made a mistake. They'll come back, but really, do you really have to have Swarovski? Because I'm gonna tell you, I tell people, I use crystal, I use nail crystals, they're gonna bling, If you have good quality stuff, it doesn't have to be Swarovski, you know. And then you use that as a training opportunity to show your expertise and say, crystals are crystals. Swarovski is just a brand. Now, if I had to use Swarovski, the price couldn't stay the same. But my crystals, they stay on long and they bling just as good. Okay? I got to keep it affordable for you, and these are just as good. So, you know, I just let people know, but crystals are crystals. And once I explain that, my clients, when I first started back doing nails just recently, a lot of people were Swarovski, especially when Cardi B first came out. When Cardi B first came out, everybody was on that, you know, that brand name. But my clients, I don't really hear people say that anymore, because I've kind of got them out of that. We're going to get away from that. Okay? So that's just my thought on the whole Swarovski thing. You know, this is the town hall meeting. So all of those who agree, go ahead and say yay or nay. If you disagree, say yay. If you agree, say nay. I was reading comments here. You say you think a lot of other brands make great stones. I don't use Swarovski and clients like them. Exactly. I'm not bothered because I don't buy them. It's starting to be too much money on the gram. I've learned that people like them a lot. And they probably don't even have on Swarovski, and they think they do, but they don't. People pay for the same, for the name. Exactly. And us as nail techs, as business owners, we're not probably charging properly. I charge per nail on top of the base price. Me too. I charge per nail, period. But I'm charging for all the hard gel I got to use and the stones, period. But Swarovski, you want Swarovski? That's going to be like triple. I'm telling you, because to do a full, think about it, to do one full bling nail, it's going to take a little pack, basically. And I'm sure you're going to want them different sizes. So you make, no, it's just like, it's really expensive to really work with real Swarovski. Those sets should be $100. Yes, 100 plus. Period. And that's not even a long set, because you go with a long nail, you do a full bling nail, you're using like 2 packs. Okay, so your overhead is already at $12 just on the cost of goods sold. Okay, so it's just like it wasn't a good deal for us as nail techs anyway. When you think about it, I shop Swarovski, I wear Swarovski jewelry. I don't buy diamonds anymore. I buy Swarovski. So if you rob me, you'd be upset. It looks just like diamonds to me. Speak on those fake stones, girl. Yes. You say you missed us. We missed you too. That's why I'm here. I'm like, you got to get online. You got to get your man right, girl. Get online. You say, right. People see Cardi and is new to having crystals, don't know how much it costs, but don't know it'd be charging like 400 plus. Yes. And I'm going to tell you something. Ooh. Ooh. You know, the internet ain't no joke these days. Like, people do this full time for a living, and it's one of my income sources. I'm not gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share with a friend, you know. But these internet people, they be on it. They'll make a video out of anything. So there was a vlogger I watched, and she went to Jenny, which is Cardi B's nail tech, and got, I think she paid $400 and something for her nails. And then she left Jenny and went to the Swarovski store, and they told her that those were not real. Those were not real. And if you don't believe me, you can go on YouTube and look up a video that says, I went to Cardi B's nail tech or something like that. I forgot the girl's name, but I was just like, I knew it. She was like, we don't even make these like this. You know, basically like these are not authentic Swarovski, because you can go into Swarovski and they will tell you, they can test them out. And then the girl paid all this money and she was showing the vlog how the stones were just falling off. Like one fell off the same day, I think. One fell off the next morning. And then she made it to the Swarovski. So I think she was picking them up off the ground. Because the big giant was, and she was, no, they were not real. So I'm just saying, who cares? I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And I'm not wasting my good stones on anyone. You will be paying for those. Yay, yay, yay. Yes. Town Hall, I agree. Look, Madam Man's got to stand out. I agree. I agree. She agree. Hey, we all in the town hall. We all agreeing. I'm just saying, I was just wondering what you all were thinking about that. Yay, yay. The time. Yeah, time just placing them. I've been looking for good alternatives. It's funny you mentioned that. You said you are looking for good alternatives. Well, here we go. I didn't do anything for Black Friday. I'm telling you all, I have to get my mind right. But I actually have a deal pack that's available right now. I made it up earlier today on Chicago Beauty Source, which is listed right here below, Chicago Beauty Source. And I think it's only 3 available, 3 packs like this, because I have some, but I can only do so many at a certain price. So basically, I have this right here, which is a stone pack. This is 1440 stones. These are really, really, can't see them on camera. It's not really, I can't really show them, but these are really, really nice stones. Really, really nice. I want to say they're from like a 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. Yeah, from a 12 on down in size. And then you receive 2 of each of these, which are the designer packs here. So those 4 items, and then you receive this right here, and I have this all right now with free shipping for $20 on Chicago Beauty Source. I want to say it's only 3 of those available. If you want to try them out, you can get them all for $20, and that's enough that you'll definitely make your money back. You'll definitely make your money back. So check under nail supplies. It's right there. I think it says bling pack or something like that. It's like the first thing up there. You should see it. I want to check and see if I see it. I put it up there earlier. I was like, oh, let me get rid of some of this stuff, because I've been kind of laying low and I got a lot of stuff and it's kind of taking over my space. So I did put that up there if you have not seen, if you are looking for something to try out. So it's like a little designer pack for $20. There's 3 of them available. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to move right along. You almost missed the meeting. Yeah. So we all agree. Jenny's Secret. Yeah, that's Cardi's nail tech. I saw that video. Oh, you saw it? Okay. Yeah, and they shine the same, but everybody was just so caught on the name. So it's just like, if you know what you're doing and you buy something that's decent, it'll work just the same. Just saying. Uh-oh. Wait, what happened here? Okay. Thank you. No, thank you. What's the difference between ABS crystals and Swarovskis? The ABS, like the off-brand, they look just as nice. That's what I'm saying. See, that's the trick. That is the trick. Rhinestones are usually, a general rhinestone is just clear. So ABS refers to the reflection. This is the best way I can explain it. ABS refers to the reflection of the cut of the stone. And so the ABS is going to give you more of a bling, because what it does is it picks up off the colors around it, and it gives off more bling. So I never really buy clear rhinestones. If you put up, okay, mind the mask, I got it. If you put clear rhinestones, it's like they don't really shine as much. Even if you bought Swarovski clear rhinestones, they just don't the cut and the way it's made, it doesn't pick up the color. So that's why everybody's buying AB. The AB is a different cut with it just picks up different colors. You'll see the different colors as you move them around in the pack. So I have a lot of clear rhinestones and they just sit. The only way I'm going to use some clear is if I'm doing somebody something for free or something like that. That's why I tell you all, stop giving people discounts. Start giving people free stuff and start using the stuff that you don't normally use is just sitting, because we all have the stuff that's just sitting around. Use that stuff and you use that to gift to people. That's how you get rid of your inventory you don't use. Stop giving people discounts and cutting your money. Use your materials, That's what stores do. They clearance the stuff they can't get rid of. So that's what we got to start doing. And I hope that explained it better. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. And if anyone has any questions, we'll try to get to that too. But let's get to the next thing on my list, shall we? So I'm marking out the Swarovski. I wanted to know how is everyone doing right now? Because I'm seeing a lot of people still post about being worried about this pandemic. We need to talk about it. Being worried about this pandemic and saying, oh, I need to go get a job. I need to do something. I need to go get a job. So I'm just wondering, like for my nail techs who really do this full time, are you all okay? Because things like this is what separates any entrepreneur. A lot of businesses are closing and things. And it's just like, I wonder what the nail techs are thinking or doing. A lot of people are talking about just quitting nails altogether. I see this in the groups. People are quitting altogether because I was just stacking this up because of this pandemic. And I'm just like, if you really looked at history, things like this happen all the time. All the time. We had the recession in 2008. We had another recession back then. What was that war? I think Bush was in office. What was that war? I can't even think of it. I'm drawing a blank. But every so many years, we have some sort of recession that causes people to pull back and not spend. And so any entrepreneur always has to have a plan A, B, and C in effect. But you never just want to give up your business just because you hit hard times. That's why I say we got to get away from just the zoins, because that's fun, but we got to think like a business. That's what Desert Storm, right? Desert Storm. We have these things happen over and over and over so many years. Times have shown us. And so we just always have to have contingency plans in place. I've talked about the stock market. How many of you all have been investing in the stock market? It was like everything was on clearance. All the stocks were on clearance. And I told you all way back in March, start buying stocks. If you would have listened to me back then and you did it and you held on to your stocks and really tried to teach yourself about the stock market, you would have had some money sitting up there. Did you all do it? Did you all hold on to those stocks? Because I know people did it, but did they hold on? Did they try to learn more about it? Because I trade, I'm not gonna say I trade every day, but I research and I try to buy stocks at least twice a week. And I research stocks every day. That's money sitting up there. It's like a savings account that's making way more money for me than a regular savings account ever would. Here's the other thing. Are we using this time to build our social media? Because people are not really broke like you think. What is happening is we're being kind of limited on how we live our life. But at the same time, a lot of people have come into a lot of extra money. Like I know someone who doesn't even work. They're retired, but they still got a stimulus check. They still got a 6-month forbearance on their mortgage. So this person had extra money for 6 months because they didn't have to pay a mortgage for 6 months. So everyone is not broke. The numbers on paper make it look like everyone is broke and struggling, but really some are broke, but some are just taking advantage of this time because there are a lot of resources available that normally wouldn't be. And a lot of people are qualifying when they wouldn't. So people are still spending money. And then you have some people that are just scared to come out, and that's fine. But that's when you have your other ways of making money. The stocks. I tell people too, if you have to get out there and Uber, do Grubhub and all that stuff is still popping. Like how bad do you want it? And I'm going to keep saying this, how bad do you want it? Because if you keep running away from your dream life just because you hit a bump, you'll never get there, because bumps are guaranteed to come. They're guaranteed to come. I promise you, they're guaranteed to come. If you have to, just go work in a grocery store or something part-time. I know some people don't want to hear this, but this is the times like this separate the people who say they want to do nails and the people who really just like doing it. It really does, because during these times, if you really, really, really want to do it, you're going to buckle down to make sure that you still got your hand on it. You're still doing it. But just to make money for this week, for these next couple of weeks, this next couple of months, I have to do a little something extra on the side. These are the times that separate the hobbyist from the career people. I'm not trying to make nobody mad. I just say what it is. If you watch my channel, I always say that. And I'm just wondering how people are doing, because I've been reading in these groups and people are like, literally like, I'm not doing nails anymore. I'm just done. You done because it's been a few bad months? Well, you weren't really in this. You wasn't really in it like you thought, because this something like this is going to happen again in the next 8 years or whatever. We're having a real estate bubble and possibly a stock market issue that may happen. Even when the stock market crash, don't freak out. Hold on to your stocks. When they crash, buy some more because they're on clearance again. That's how you got to look at it. Investors hold on long term. You can become a millionaire during this time if you know what you're doing. So I'm just wondering, like, are we thinking like business people, or are we just quitting, just throwing up our hands and quitting? Do not do that. I see people doing that, and I'm like, oh, we still on this? Never once have I thought about quitting. Actually, I went out and bought my fall colors. That's what we should be doing right now. I went out and bought my fall collection. It's time for you to get your winter and your fall stuff. I went out and bought like 21 new colors. You have to keep business going as usual. I still have to keep the inventory. So when people do come, these are all new. These are all new or whatever. So I was just wondering what people thought about it, because right now you got to be creative. I will still say don't run a sale. And I asked people, how many of you all ran a Black Friday sale? One person said, oh, hell no. And the other person was like, I did that. Oh, no, that's a great idea. You know how I feel about running sales. It's like, well, what should you do during this time? I wouldn't discount my services, because like we said before, you start discounting services, people will sit around and wait because they expect you to keep doing it. What I would do is offer a condensed service. Or you could say something like get a full set and you get a mini pedicure for free, which is nothing but a polish change on the feet. Something like that to pull people in. But, I'm just wondering where people are with this. It's up and down, but overall, good. And see, here's the thing too. If you really are not, if you're in a state like California, you're really not able to work or do anything. And if you're a true business professional who is licensed, because I'm pro-license, I understand those who don't have it but working towards it. But if you really want to be in this business, you need a license. It's times like this why you need a license. There are resources available to you to give you money. I'm sure California has money for people. Like, you got to go out and get the money. But when you go out and you try to get the money, they're going to start asking for your business information. And I told you all I had got a grant for some thousands of dollars because I was able to provide my business information. You see what I'm saying? Because they asked for it. They did. So you little you as a nail tech, you should be able to provide for yourself even during times like this, if you are set up as a business. So that's that. I'm going to read these little comments here. Selling a good amount of retail has been good. And that's another thing. You can start selling your scrubs. I have a friend, she started up a whole jewelry business for her daughter, and they selling out of stuff. Like, it's crazy. You can start selling scrubs, butters, masks, whatever. Let me tell you something else. Henna. I started doing henna. I started teaching myself how to do henna during this time. Henna is something that a nail tech should definitely be adding on, because you already have them there. You're already touching their hands. You're already touching their feet. And people like henna. When you go to festivals and things, you see everybody walking around with henna on their hands. Why are you not teaching yourself how to do that? You're welcome. You're welcome. Never thought about that, huh? A business person has to be creative during times like this. The people that's coming in, offer them some henna. I'm doing henna. You want to be one of my people? Just do it at a lower price. $10 just to get your skills going. But henna is cheap. If you got skills to draw on hands and feet, and you're creative to do that, you should be creative enough to do henna. Henna is really nothing. Clean the person's skin off and start drawing and let the paste sit on. Collect the extra, make up the difference in different ways like that. Because there are still some people you are doing, and if you're in a place where you can't, hopefully you're set up as a business and you should be able to go in and get resources as a business person. Doesn't matter if you do nails. You're just a business person who happens to do nails. I'm going to keep saying that from now on, so I want everybody to start wrapping their man around that part, right? Let's see. QT Social Club. You are now a moderator. I want you to check and see if you are a moderator. I believe you have been made a moderator. So can you tell me what state you are in? And then if you could email me at chicago@yahoo.com, and I will send you out a welcome or thank you trinket. You can just, if you could, just come in and let people know like she's coming on soon, or if people have questions and I'm yapping on about something, if you know the answer, if you can help answer, or if you see people being rude or disrespectful or trolls, you can block them. So thank you. You have been selected as a moderator. I'm pretty sure you are the other moderator. You and Minding Minds. So you said the beauty industry is creative. We have to think outside the box to run our business. Yeah, it's not always clients just running in your chair. No. You said I've been trying to find a salon to work from because I can't work from home, but I haven't been able to find the right fit. You're not worried though. Yeah, and see, you see what she said? The right fit. There's always a place to work, but finding the right fit can be hard as I don't know what. Finding the right fit. A lot of places are not going to be a good fit. It's not easy, but she said she already not worried because you already know. Yeah, this business it's not always butterflies. You said it's more than just sitting behind the nail desk for me. Yeah, all the cleaning, restocking, looking at all the new trends, keeping up with clients, answering questions, people who stress you out, money, scheduling. I'm doing good. I'm trying to create a pedicure product line, working in a new salon. You have downtime to work on your line, and you're going to do DoorDash as well. You see that? This is these are real working nail techs, full-time nail techs. Sometimes it gets to this point we have to do this. Sometimes we're making thousands a week, but in times like this, when the beauty industry can be hit hard, certain industries get hit, we don't just run away. We get creative. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Amazon has a lot of flexible part-time hours. That helps fund my business. I don't do sales. See that? Talking about Amazon. That's another place. There's so many ways to work. And if you have your kids at home, you say, well, I can't juggle all of this. Did you forget that like Carnival, well, not Carnival, but like the airlines, well, not the airlines, but places like Amazon and all, they have customer service jobs. So you go in and you start searching work from home customer service like that. You got to get creative. A lot of people give up way too easy. Hold on. You said you're in the middle of, I'm in the middle of school, so I'm focusing on posting, marketing to get me out there. I just stopped to do Instacart and getting products little by little. Exactly. That's how I did it. I was doing Uber, and nowadays Uber has become kind of dangerous. So I think I would switch over to Instacart. If I had to go back out there, it would be Instacart or something like that. A Grubhub where I'm dropping off food to people like, here you go, it's in the hallway. I don't really want people, strangers in my car anymore, but I did do it like hardcore for a minute. Doing good. Not worried about a lockdown. Yeah, the lockdown, if it happens, like I said, this is why this channel exists, because when these hard times hit, if you're structured as a real business, there are always resources in place for times like this. There's money that you can go get. There are also, sometimes businesses have to do this, okay? Anytime you are in a rut, sometimes you may have to go and apply for a line of credit to float you over. You may have to use your credit cards to float you over. That's part of life. You do it in real life. You might have to do it in business sometimes. When times get rough, people do what they have to do if they really want to do it. Restaurant owners and things are mortgaging their house, doing cash refinances and pulling money out of their house to keep their businesses afloat. So if they're doing it because they have put so much time and effort and energy into their business, we have to do the same thing. If you just look at yourself as a nail tech, you will have a block. You'll hit a wall. If you look at yourself as a business owner, you'll think like a business owner. Okay? We do what we have to do. But if you keep being consistent and being a good problem solver, you'll see that your career will just do like this. When COVID-19 hit, I was looking for a salon home. I have decided to work from home. I'm licensed. Do you have any advice? No, I mean, there's nothing wrong to me from working with home. You know, people got upset about that. It was the whole thing. And I'm like, please, people been doing it for years. 4 years. And one thing I want people to understand, why are all these spiders coming out now? Working from home is cool. People do taxes from home. They sew clothes from home. People bake cakes and all sorts of things from home. The problem really comes in when you try to open a whole salon in your home. When you're trying to run a commercial type business in your home where you're like setting up a whole space and renovating it out and putting in multiple stations and all that. You know, somebody got mad at me before because I don't think they understood what I was saying. I'm like, you can't open a salon in your house like that. You cannot, because it's not zoned. The area is not zoned for a salon. But if you're doing personal services one-on-one, it's not so much of a problem. Like you're like the tax person or whatever. So I would say do it from your house until this subsides. You know, just be careful bringing people in your house if you feel comfortable. So, yep, being licensed opens up avenues. I have plans as a nail instructor. Yep. And I don't know if people thought about this too. If you're a licensed nail tech, you don't have kids or anything, and you're really young, have you ever thought about working on a cruise ship? Because I sure looked it up at one point, boy. I'm telling you, I was all on it, like staying up all night. You work on those cruise ships, you get all those tips and stuff. You live for free. You get to travel, and that money is tax free. That's another avenue. It's so many avenues once you become licensed, man. Like it really is. Okay, let me go back to these comments because you know I will get behind, honey. Who just booked? Okay. Yes, you said being licensed open up avenues. I have plans as a nail instructor. Yeah, and that's the other thing. When I get old and everything and I get tired, I said I may become an instructor just to get out the house. You know, like that license is yours forever. So people get upset with me when I say that. I say, get your license because you get it one time and you just keep renewing it. It's $50 or so to renew it. Like that's something that gives you freedom for a lifetime. Like I don't understand why people don't want to do it. Like I just don't get it. Thank you. Make sure you guys like, share the video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Please do. I'm telling you, and it helps me. It helps the algorithm. It gets more people involved. So henna, yeah, get into the henna. Henna. You're in Brooklyn. Okay, cool. Email me your address. I'll send you something. Henna. See, Miss Pinky says she does Instacart and Uber Eats. See, these are the people that want to keep their hands on what they do because this is what they do. They don't just go tuck their head down and run away because it's a hard time. It's going to always be a hard time. Y'all, we think we got it bad. There are people who are mortgaging their homes, getting second mortgages on their homes to keep their restaurant open, to keep from laying off the employees. That's what's happening right now. So we can't really whine and complain if we look at the hole that a lot of people are in. Some people owe rents on big establishments with 15 and 20, 30 employees, and people got to eat and people got kids and all that pressure is on them. You think they said, oh my God, I'm just going to close. No, they did what I keep looking up at this spider. Or it looks like a baby centipede. I hope not. But they do what they have to do. Have I noticed a change in my subscribers since I first started? Like the type of questions being asked and whatnot. Have you seen a shift in the mindset? Yeah, I've definitely seen a shift in the mindset. And I've noticed that some people started out with me and I think I was too much for them and they kind of faded off. But I also see those people are not growing because they don't want to listen, but that's them, they're grown. Then I see a good mind shift with a lot of people that are implementing and shifting their mind and taking their business to another level because they look at it as a business. And I really see a lot of people flourishing. I see a lot of people starting to think like business people. We just happen to be talking about nails, and yeah, I definitely have. And I'm just going to keep it going, keep it flowing. Like, yeah, definitely. That's why I keep doing this. Like I do. It's not really the money because it's not like big money. My numbers are not huge like those other people, but it has nothing to do with that. It's just like, this is what I think I was meant to do. So I think I'm helping people. You said you love me. Yes, thank you. And you are very inspiring, smart, and motivating. I love doing nails. It's just slow right now. I've been doing Uber Eats and Instacart to pay bills. Yeah. And people are going to have something to say, honey. I got people that got stuff to say to me all the time. Like oh, you back doing that, huh? Okay, so what happened with the job you had doing the marketing? Then I'm like, I don't like working for people. Oh, well, I'm just saying, you getting older. Them same people right now asking me for money. Those same people right now, you gonna pay my way? Those same people right now don't say that anymore. Because I had to really, when I came back, I had to really get my mind right and throw out what people had to say, because most of them are miserable and hate what they do. I love what I do. And when you love what you're doing, you really committed and you ride the waves, the money will come. It always comes. But that's why I'm gonna tell you all something in a minute. If you want me to read something, it's a little lengthy. I got two things, but the first thing is, if you set yourself up as a business, you will be okay. You all want me to read something really quick? You said one of your clients asked you when you want to start doing henna. Yeah, it just hit me one night. Like, my mind is always clicking. And when that hit me, I just went on Amazon and I was like, oh, let me order some. And I've been teaching myself henna ever since, like doing exercises. On the holiday, I was around a few people and I did some henna on two little cousins. Well, an older cousin, a younger cousin. And I did some on myself. Like, yeah, I'm not playing. When you come out of this virus, when you come out of this coronavirus era, time, pandemic, you should be better than you were before. You should have more followers. You should have more inquiries in your inbox. You should be ready to just boom. You should have some scrub recipes and some add-on services. You should be ready to go. Your social media should be whoop up here. I haven't been posting on purpose. I don't have to, because I have so many regulars. I'm fine. But I'm saying, like, if you're starting out, you need to grow your business. This is the time. Could I elaborate on more of the avenues? So, as a nail tech, it's so many different ways you can make money. I will say that agencies are kind of fading away, but you can also start an agency. That's a whole nother video right there. But yeah, there are many different avenues. Once you're licensed, you can definitely work for yourself in a salon, in a spa, in a hotel. Like, when you're licensed, there are many avenues. Now, I will tell you this. I do have a page. I'm trying to find it because I don't have it up here. I do actually have a page. If somebody has the book, there's a section in the book. There's a page in the book that has a list, I'm pretty sure, of different career choices and things you can do as a nail tech, a licensed nail tech. When you're not licensed, it's limited. It's a little more limited. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Yeah, Anthony. Hey, you got to change your picture for us. We need a new picture, Anthony. Read it. Oh, you said read it. I'm going to read it. The $20,000 salon case was definitely an eye-opener. I love catching the lives when I can. Yep, no chase. Exactly. Yep, thank you. You said agency recently reached out to me, waiting to hear back from them. Oh, yeah. And I was thinking about starting one. Once I move and I get my office set up, because right now I'm crowded in here, but once I get it set up, I may do that in some of the major cities. because I definitely know how to do it. I'm a little secret. Don't keep me a secret. Precious me, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, y'all see this? See this? What I'm talking about? People that from the start, I noticed they were gone, and here go Precious me, y'all. Everybody say hi, Precious. I'm gonna leave you alone. Now I will tell you this, and I'm just being honest because I always get on everybody else. And one thing I do notice from watching my earlier videos, I used to be on here a long time, and I used to be sipping too much vodka, and I would just be lingering on and on about nothing. So I feel that my content now is more robust versus me doing a lot of rambling before. So that was something I had to work on. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's in there. It's in the book. It's like I can't think of everything right now, but when you are a licensed nail tech, there are so many different things you could do. Matter of fact, I had to go to the doctor yesterday again. My God, I literally am at the doctor so much right now. And I thought about it because he's a podiatrist and he was so busy, but I'm going to see him a few more times. But I'm going to ask him if he needs a nail tech because guess what? If you're a licensed nail tech, you can work in a podiatrist's office. Did you think about that? Wow. You're welcome. I try to tell people as well they can be hard-headed. Listen, you can only lead the horse to water. You can't make them drink it, right? So let me read this to you all. I screenshot stuff all the time. And let me say something about else. You say, oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, let me say something else. So we got to be researchers too. If it's a lot of things I don't know, and the things I do know is because I will type it in Google. I tell you all the time. The podiatrist is billing the insurance, so they're getting paid a nice grip, and they can write in your service, okay, and pay you a nice amount. So if you go work for a podiatrist, don't accept no minimum wage, nothing like that. They may not have you come in for an 8-hour day, but they may have you come in on like 2 days a week or something like that, and they should be paying you a nice grip an hour, at least $30 an hour, 30 or per service or whatever. And they will have you booked up for the day because they can actually write that in to the billing, and they can bill their insurance for that. Because if you're good and they trust you to go in and do basic, like removal of skin, give them relief and, get the circulation going up the legs and things like that. That's why you all need to be licensed. So you know what the hell you're doing besides the zoins. You understand the skin, the circulation, and what it takes to what it takes to be good. Besides that, you can go do things like this and be paid very well as well, because you can go into there and work 6 hours and make like a nice grip of money. You can easily walk out, and I'm just going to say like $300 just working there for 6 hours, and 2 times a week, that's $2,400 a month. Hello. I think I did that math right. Because they can charge whatever they want to charge. They can't charge the insurance company $300, but they could say they could go in there and put therapeutic grooming or whatever. Or I don't know how they would word that, the biller. But I'm saying like they could charge $175 for the pedicure. So why can't you get $60 per pedicure? And they have so many clients. If they recommend it, they can bill it and split the profits with you, however you all decide to do. So that's something I'm discussing with my podiatrist. Well, the guy who does feet or whatever, but he does spine, foot and spine, whatever, doctor. I'm definitely having a conversation with him about that. Didn't think about that, did you? Yep. See that? You can establish relationships with podiatry offices. Yep. So they can reflect. Yep. See? Look at this. I was looking into becoming an MNT, medical nail technician. See? But I'm going to tell you, you could go into a podiatrist's office just with a nail tech license too. I guess it would depend on what they require of you, because while they may not want you cutting ingrowns and things, you can still go ahead and do a basic, do the basics within your license. It doesn't ever hurt to ask, So that's good that you're going to become a medical nail technician. But isn't that just a certification? There is no license for that, I don't think. I think that people are giving away certifications in that. But really, with your nail license, you can still work in a podiatry office. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is a license for that. So you can get it. It looks good, and you're going to learn probably more than you know, go a little deeper. But if you've been doing nails a very long time, you probably know more than you think you know already, because I could go in, I could do pretty much what a podiatrist can do. I send people to the podiatrist, and they say, oh, you got a good nail tech. My clients come back and say, my doctor said you are a good nail tech because you were right. I can identify some stuff on the foot and get them ingrowns out. I can take them to the doctor. When you should be massaging heavily, when you should not, but definitely all the certifications, whatever you can get, do it. Yeah, it's a certificate. So you could get it, but I don't want you to think that you need that to go work in the office. You could get it, but you don't have to. But hey, honey, go ahead with all that money. Spend it. Yes, I have. There's also a company called New Feet Medical Pedicures that teaches you everything you need to be. See? Yeah. You say you didn't press, but you retake it tomorrow. The practical. What part of it did you not pass on the practical? Pretty sure I had to stop looking and working at these walk-in salons, just setting my eyes on medical offices. I believe MNC and ANT is just certificate. Yeah, that's not recognized by state board. But I mean, if you see, I've been doing feet forever. And then, I used to work as a pedicure specialist for Elizabeth Arden. So I've done thousands of feet, literally. So I've seen it all, and I know how to work on all. I worked on a bum off the street, literally with cracking. And they're like, oh, you don't do that. No, I know what I'm doing. And so it's just like, I know what I'm doing at this point enough I know. I can do a person's foot nail start bleeding, but I know what it's from. It's because I removed something that was putting pressure at a certain point. It was digging into the skin. It's going to bleed. It will stop. I know exactly what to do. I know how to do it in a way where I'm sanitizing the skin. I don't have people coming back with infections or anything because I know what I'm doing. But it takes time. So if you're a nail tech who doesn't have that extensive experience in doing feet, then you should take a course that will show you a little more advanced care for feet. Yeah. It just to look good. Yeah, exactly. If you can, and that's what I was just saying. If you can do it, I have certifications and all that and different things and all of that. But I don't want anyone to think you have to have it to go work in the office. You don't. And if you don't know, it will definitely put you to another level where you will feel more confident going to work in that environment. Because working in a medical office is going to be a little bit different because you're not going to have all these colors and stuff and glitter. No, you're not even going to be doing designs and stuff. It's going to be more like caring for the feet, soaking people. People are going to be in pain. You're going to have to move really kind of slow with them. You may be working with someone who's recovering from a surgery. You're just kind of cleaning them up and making them look a little better. You're going to be working with a lot of elderly people, so it's different. It's a slower paced service. It's more care into it. You're going to be giving more effleurage, really spending time on that petrissage and that effleurage, right? With your different massages, right? The light massages, effleurage. The kneading is the what? Petrissage. You're going to be doing those things, getting that blood flow, putting that fist into the bottom of the foot and rubbing up and down, going in the muscles, between the bones and getting to the muscles. That's what you're going to be doing all day. But it's guaranteed money because they can bill the crap out of people. Lauren, practice every day until it's muscle memory. Yep. My polish was bad. I forgot primer and dehydrator, and I kept going back in my kit after some things were supposed to be put up for the remaining sections. I'm going to come back in a second to talk about that real quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next subject. Okay. Okay. Hmm. You said I've been missing. I've been missing for like 12 days. But I'm actually have a vlog video. I've been vlogging. And one of the things was I got my lips done. Or don't they look fuller to you? But I'm gonna be vlogging. I have a vlog. I'm saying I have a vlog, and it'll explain a little bit about what's been going on. And it's just I haven't been in the mental place to be on camera, but I had to show up because it's been too long. So let's talk a little bit about this polishing. Remember, I've said this. If you've been on this channel, go back and watch some of the other videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, share, like, all that good stuff, because that really helps. Remember, I said that a lot of nail techs can do nails, but you really learn how well you can do the nails once you start working on natural nails and polishing nails. I said, if you really want to know if you know how to do nails, a well-rounded nail tech, get you some what? Red polish. Red polish. I always test the nail techs with red polish and or like a white chalky polish or something like that, like Mod About You by OPI. That's exactly what I would use to test nail techs, to see if I will hire them or what commission I was going to bring them in at. The key to laying polish, when I'm laying polish on people, people think I'm shaking. I'm not shaking. I'm doing a rocking technique. And maybe I will make a quick video on that. It's probably going to be a class. I'm not going to lie to you. But maybe I'll make a quick little class on how to do perfect polish every time. Quick, long-lasting polish. Because I can still do a manicure on someone that's going to last 2-3 weeks. No chipping. Maybe a chip on the end. Because polishing is a lost art these days. Okay, so there's a certain technique, and when people are polishing on acrylic nails is totally different from polishing on natural nails, and it's really an art. And there's a rocking technique and there's a budding technique. So you need to be budding and rocking, because you need to look at the brush and you need to really understand how much pressure you're putting on that brush so it can get into the crevices, so you don't see lines on the side or anything like that. And then long-lasting polish is all about capping and technique, because we should be able to do a manicure that lasts at least 10 days without chipping. Let me write that down. So you could do it, but what you need to do is you need to just practice. And when you are polishing a person's nails, are you pivoting? Are you just, see, I see nail techs all the time just slap polish on it. And it's easy to do on acrylic because you can just clean it off. When you're working on natural nails, it's got to be more precision involved. And you need to be making sure you are pivoting. When I say pivoting, I'm saying, like, are you resting your pinky? My pinky finger is numb, but are you resting your pinky or your ring finger someplace when you are polishing to give you a steady hand? Just keep doing it. But when you go to polish nails, make sure that you're saying clean and prime, like clean and prime. You always got to clean and wipe down the nails before you start to polish, because dust and different things will land. And it's got to be ingrained in you. Like somebody said, muscle memory. I don't even think about that. That's just anytime I'm about to apply anything on a nail bed, I'm going to always wipe it down with some alcohol or something. I always do. I don't even think about that. I just do. So just keep doing it. You're going to pass, but just keep doing it. And make sure you're placing a good ball of nail polish and you're tipping it down. And when you place it, don't go, okay, this is where a lot of nail techs mess up too, and they have sloppy polish. Because and I see this on designs that look good. When I look close, I'm like, it's not that neat. People are placing the polish all the way up top and then try to pull it down. When they place it down, they kind of lose little micro things like this happen. When they place it down, they are losing their balance. You shouldn't be trying to initially place the polish all the way up. You need to be placing it like a 1/16 of an inch and butting it up. So yeah, I probably will do a class, because there's a lot to talk about, the lost art of polishing nails. Believe it or not, it's a big darn deal. And if you're going to work for an agency, somebody mentioned working for an agency. An agency, you're not going to be doing acrylic for an agency. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be rare and here and there when you do acrylic for an agency. When you work for an agency, you're going to be doing manicures and pedicures all day long. And they want to see that you can polish a good red nail, a good orange, do a good French. Because those people that get agency work, that's going to be a more hooty tooty crowd. And they don't want all that acrylic and stuff. It's going to be very rare that you do acrylic for an agency. Promise you. Hey, Chrissy. How are you? Hey, Maria. How are you? Please do. My polish on the tip, cool. A real person, not so much. Exactly. And let me explain why that is too. Because when you are dealing with the real nail, you have to deal with the cuticle area. And you got to make sure that brush is going down into that cuticle area. So it's all about pressure, balance, and the correct polish ratio. So that's a video that I'm gonna make a class on. Sure am. It is an art. Someone told me, oh, you just do natural nails. Well, it's the foundation for your acrylic hard gel. So it's important, the basics. And people are so crazy because you can make just as much doing natural nails as you can doing acrylic faster. Like you can, it's easier money. It's easier money and it's less overhead to do natural nails. Why people want to talk. I've been considering focusing my business on manicures and doing short and medium acrylics. Yes. And there's a whole, oh my God, y'all wait until I move and get set up in my office because that's when the information is going to really explode. But I'm going to keep it moving because I still have things that are on my list. Shall we? Okay, so I want to read two things to you all. See, I literally have this stuff down. Like, I really do. So the first thing was, I told you there was a car accident and that made me go onto my insurance website because I had some questions for them. And then when I started floating through the website, I found something. So I screenshotted it. I said, did I screenshot it? I said, let me screenshot this because I think I should talk about this in the live. So what does it say? I don't know if you can see it. See, hair salon coverages we recommend. I told you all that this is a business like any other business. So this comes directly from State Farm Insurance. And I'm going to read this really quickly. Hair salon coverages we recommend. They never think about the nail tech, but it covers you as well. The beauty of our hair salon business insurance policy is that it offers salon owners and hairstylists a broad range of protection at surprisingly attractive rates. You can get property insurance, which covers the loss or damage to your place of business, as well as your salon tools and equipment. General liability, which protects your business against costly claims and lawsuits if a customer is injured in your salon. Professional liability covers you financially against costly claims and lawsuits arising from your beauty services that you provide to your customers. Loss of income protects your income and provides help for ordinary payroll expenses if your salon is inoperable up to 1 year. This came from State Farm Insurance. So this is why I keep telling you all that we are a real business and we're starting to be recognized more and more and more for those of you all who think you need a job so badly. You don't. There are coverages specifically for people in the beauty industry. I told you all that in the other video, but when I pulled it up, I was like, let me take a screenshot of that and show people like this is one of the sections on the State Farm website. That's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to read to you all is this. It was a little story that I ran across. I hope I'm not boring you all. It was a little story that I ran across on one of my groups. This is not a nail group. This is a rehab group. And they posted this and it relates to us. So here it goes. A customer asked me how much I would charge to paint his 2-story foyer. My reply was $1,500. His reply was, wow, just to paint a couple of walls? Why so much? My reply, well, this estimate also includes the non-productive factors. He questioned, what are non-productive factors? My reply was just the usual things like taxes, insurance, rent, fuel, etc. I asked, how much do you think it should cost? He responded matter of factly, around 800 at the most. It's just painting and a fairly simple job, right? I calmly said, okay, sir, for 800, I invite you to do it yourself. He said, but I don't know how to. I replied, okay, for $800, I'll teach you. So besides saving you $700, you'll get the knowledge for next time. It seemed right to him and he agreed. So I continued, to get started, you will need tools, drops, ladders, scaffolds, brushes, poles, etc. He said, just to pay my foyer? He said, yes. He said, the person said, okay. Then I said, okay, then I'll offer an additional $200 and I'll rent my equipment to you. He says, okay, reluctantly. So I replied, so on Tuesday, I will be available to start teaching you. He said, but I can't on Tuesday. I only have time today. I said, I'm sorry, sir, but Tuesday is the only day this week that I will be available to teach and rent you my equipment. The rest of the week is already scheduled for other customers. He exclaimed, frustrated, damn, that means I got to rearrange my schedule and sacrifice my whole Tuesday? I said, that is correct, sir. I will also provide you with a list of all the materials you will need to go to the store and purchase for this job. Also, loading the van for your job will take place Tuesday morning around 6 a.m. After the project is complete, all equipment and tools need to be cleaned and reloaded back onto the van. He asked in disbelief, at 6 a.m.? Nope, way too early for me. So much work just to do a little bit of painting. He said, you know what? I've been doing some serious thinking and I've decided that it would be best if you just went ahead and did the job for me. It's a corny little story, but it's a lot to be said for that, right? The next time somebody tries to lowball you because they think it's just a little paint, sometimes you got to break it down for people. They don't realize how much they're really getting. And you could say something like that. Well, you don't want to pay $100 for that set because it looks simple to you. I could pay you. You pay me $50 and I'll show you how to do it. And they'll be like, okay, bet. I can do it myself. Okay, well, that's to pay me to do it. And these are all the supplies you need to buy. And you need to go there, Then they're going to look at it differently. So I just thought that was a really cute story to read to people for the next time someone tries to tell you that what you do is just a little something or it's just so simple, because they don't look at the big picture of everything that has to be paid for, all the work that goes into it. And that could be quite aggravating and annoying. And right about now, because everything is going up so expensive, like everything is doubling, like supply chain is off. The last thing you want to be doing right now is discounting services. Okay, you need to be charging what you charge, or you talk people into something they can afford. It's just that simple. Because right now, you're going to be finding that you're paying way more money for the same things you used to pay. Like alcohol, you used to pay $8 for a gallon of alcohol. Now a gallon of alcohol could be $25. Why are you discounting services and your overhead just went up 300%? I'm just saying. So the one thing that I hate about these new age entrepreneurs is that they have no idea how to run their numbers. And the only thing they know how to do is run a sale. Anytime they get afraid, they run a sale instead of being creative. And I don't want us to run into that. That's a bad business habit. You will run yourself right out of business. Okay, so that's that. And let's see. I did that. Oh, really quickly. I am going to Atlanta really soon, and I'm going to be looking at the hotels because we are having the Nail Tech boot camp weekend in Atlanta. It is still happening. I am going to Atlanta, and I'm going to be recruiting, but I'll be recording while I'm there, and I'm going to be scouting places and talking to different hotels and getting some pricing and everything, because we will be doing the boot camp, and I'm going to try to reach out to some people and see who wants to work with me. But just so you know, I'm still working on that. So I'm trekking down to Atlanta really, really soon. So Yeah, exactly. It's way more than meets the eye. So I want to ask you a question. This is I think the last thing, because I've been on here long enough. I want to know, because this is something I saw in one of the groups, and I was just like, looking at my phone, like, are you kidding me? You can answer honestly. How long? How long does it take you to prep a nail for acrylic? How long does it take you to prep a nail for acrylic? That's why I said we gotta have a town hall, because I see that these same things keep arising. How long does it take you to prep nails for acrylic? It's just a simple, straightforward answer. Come on, please give me some answers here. Ooh, look at that background. That's so crazy. Look at that background. Look at that, disappeared. 30 minutes, way too long. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, too long. I try to speed up every time I do them. About 20 to 30 minutes. Don't be ashamed. I'm just wondering what people are doing. These people were saying 45 minutes. A lot of people were saying 45 minutes. I'm like, 45 minutes. I'm polishing them like 45 minutes. I'm polishing them, or I'm almost done with the last layer. Like, So, but everybody's not on the same level. I get that, but I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out what people are taking 45 minutes to do to prep the nail. I'm serious. 45 minutes. Now I can see if you got a person who has a missing nail. I can see if you have a person who has nails that are clipped up. But see, I feel like that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to be breaking this stuff down into little videos, because things like this are making people lose money. Because if you have 5 people in a day, and something that should take like maybe 15 minutes is taking you 45 minutes, you are missing about 2 clients per day, which is about 10 to 12 clients per week, which is about 48 clients per month, which is about about 500 clients per year. That's 500 services per year you're missing. I can break numbers down like that. Like, sometimes I'm bad at math, but when it comes to breaking it down like that, my math starts to tick, 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 tick. Like, it's like, do you realize all the little business decisions you make, all the little things you do affect your bottom line number? And do you know how much money you're missing with 500 services a year? 500 services a year? That's a lot of missed money. So I'm just wondering, like, where are people taking up so much time, where they're taking so much prep time? Like, for me, prep time is just taking off the gel, which that, if you don't have a really good drill, that can really get you. And sometimes with the stones and stuff, that can get you too, but that's when you have to have the right bit, the right nail bit. Taking off the gel, pushing back the cuticles, cleaning around the cuticles. Then I may take my fine bit and just kind of etch the nail a little bit, and I'm laying acrylic. But, I was just wondering, like, 45 minutes, I could see 15, I could see 20 minutes, especially with taking off that gel, maybe, depending on, if it's stones involved and stuff. But I'm just thinking that a lot of people are doing way too much on the nail ahead of time, like shaping them. Why are you? One thing I'm gonna give you a little tidbit, like, for real. Everybody needs to stop doing this now. If you're doing it, stop. Stop shaping the nails. Don't shape the nails at all before you put the acrylic on. If you're shaping nails before you put on acrylic, you're wasting time. You're double working, because after you lay the acrylic, you're going to have to shape them again. So why are you shaping them before? Why? You think about that. Why are you shaping the nails before? I see people do that all the time. I'm like, that is such a waste of time. When I start laying clients acrylic, especially if they new to me. I could see them looking like, but when I'm done, they're like, oh my God, my nails will never look the shape. Because I don't waste time double shaping. I don't shape the nail at all. Even if I got to cut the person's nail down, I will cut them down. I only work around the top of the nail and make sure everything is off the nail in terms of color and hard gel. I do no shaping or nothing like that beforehand. Unless they are changing the shape, then I will take the drill and change the shape real quick. And it's still going to look crazy when I lay the acrylic, because why spend time on that? So I think that's where a lot of people are wasting time. No need to shape the nails before you lay acrylic. That's double work. The second thing is that's doing too much. And then what else? I think that people are overworking the nail bed before they lay the acrylic. Like, I feel like people feel like they can't lay acrylic unless every little bit and piece of anything that even remotely looks like it may be lifted a teensy bit is blended in perfectly. That depends. If you're working with a set of clear nails, then, otherwise it's like, as long as the nail bed is clean, you could just keep it moving. Like, I just feel like a lot of people harp on being too much of a perfectionist on top of acrylic that you need to lay more acrylic on top of. I'm just trying to figure out why it's taking that long. If I went to somebody that took them 45 minutes to just prep my nails, I would be so aggravated and ready to go. I'm thinking it has to be the shaping. It has to be the shaping, because even to do a repair, you get that other nail off, pop that thing off or whatever, and you etch it up real quick, slightly across because you don't even have to etch the top. If you have a repair, you get the other nail off or whatever, you're just etching across the bottom of the nail, put some glue in the well of the nail, and you pop it on there and you keep moving. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Some sets are harder than others. Some are, even if somebody comes to me, let me tell you something. Especially if you work in a commission salon where you all are rotating clients. But if you're working in a salon where you get a lot of new people, or you don't really have a clientele, you're just rotating, you're going to be working over some of everybody's work. And you cannot be a perfectionist. You could be good at what you do, but you will lose money trying to be a perfectionist on every person's nails, because you're working with behind a lot of other nail techs. And when people come to me with work that's not mine, especially if I could tell like it's from the Vietnamese shop or something, I just look, I'll be not improvising, but I don't spend too much time on that old set, because I know I'm going to lay my acrylic in a way that's going to level all of that out. And so my main concern is not how it looks. My main concern is the nail bed sanitized? Is the nail bed sanitized? Not disinfected. Remember, disinfection is for inanimate objects. When you're dealing with the skin and the nail bed, which is an extension of the skin, you're talking about sanitation. So is that nail bed sanitized? If it's sanitized, I'm about to go in and get this nail bed in order real quick and lay my acrylic and make sure it's dehydrated with some alcohol. And I'm going to put that primer on there, and I'm going to kind of go over it till it's like their stuff doesn't even exist anymore. So that has to be it. People are spending too much time filing and shaping these nails in pre acrylic mode, right? What say you, people? You said I'm originally a slow-paced person, so by the time I look up, like, this service should have been done already. I keep going back to make sure it's perfect, doing the same thing. But that's what I'm saying. How can it be perfect when you're talking about prepping a nail? It's just prepping it. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you all come to this boot camp, I'm really trying to get lovely Mimi to come at some point, even if it's a VIP dinner or something like that, to talk to you all, to tell you all the tips and tricks of the Asian salons and what they be saying and their little tips and tricks on how they move so fast. Because when they do the nails, there's a lot of stuff that looks sloppy to you, but from working with them for so long, I noticed that they don't waste a lot of time. They don't waste material. They do not waste time, honey. And that's the difference between them and us. And I will say you got to adopt some of their habits, because I will lay a nail that looks like it's not ready. But when I'm done and I start shaping it, that's when I spend my time. When I'm shaping afterwards and with my drill, because I'm going to bring that baby all the way together afterwards. I'm going to blend my work into that old work afterwards. I'm going to try to get her. I'm going to see if I can find her. But I heard she moved to LA. I'm going to see. I'll find out. Yeah, that post shaping. See, that post shaping, that's a problem too. And what the post shaping is that the acrylic is not being laid properly. So great acrylic every time is a great class for anyone who's having problems or taking too long. If you lay great acrylic, you should not have to buff or file that much. When I go over that nail with the drill, I'm really skating over it very light, like zzz, 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 and I hit underneath the nail. Zzz, zzz, I go around the cuticle. Zzz, 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 zzz. That's it, because I have pretty smooth acrylic, you know? So I think this is where we're losing a lot of time. Removing the shine with a sanding band, put tips on the client's hand, turn around so you don't glue them crooked. Blend tips because they are. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Okay. Removing the shine with a sanding band. If that's taking you a long time, you should just be removing the shine with a file, okay? Because when you get a person's new set of when you get a new hand, the only thing you're doing really is you should just be lightly shaping the nail so there are no jagged edges, and then you could just literally just shape real quick, shape, and just take the file and just hit the bottom. That's it. That's etched enough. Next, shape. Next, shape. Literally that fast. I'm going to go get a file. Hold on. Okay, so you got a nail here, and I'm not going to go out closer, but I'm just saying so you'll see what I'm doing with the file. You're just shaping around the edge, right? And you should just be taking that file. If you just did like this with the file, if you just said, you should be going to the next nail. That's it. What are you all, I don't know. What are you all doing? Like, then you go to the next one, you shape it up, make sure it's nice and smooth around it, and you should just take the file. See how I'm taking it across the end of the nail only? Next, that's it. That's all the etching you need at the tip, because you're only putting the tip on the tip. So that's that. See, I know I'm like, I'm going to dig to the bottom of what's taking people so long. And then we're going to keep going with what you just said, because you said something really good that I know a lot of people are doing, because I used to do this back in the day. There's no need to do it. Blending the tips. That's something they teach you in nail school that is unfreaking necessary. Is Mimi still here? Blending the tips. Why do you need to blend the tips so much? Unless you buy some really big, thick nails from Sally Beauty Supply. The tips are thin. There's no need to blend the tips. Once you put the tips on, you cut them down, you get them in a general shape. You're going to take that nail drill, and I just go around the cuticle. Then I turn it the other way, and I just go up and down real quick. That's it. And I'm not doing it to blend it. I'm doing it to etch it, to receive and adhere to the acrylic. That's it. So I think that's where people are losing time. What you just said. I thought, okay, that's what I was like. I think she might have moved to California, but I'm sure she's still in it. I got some other people I could reach out to too, but she talks about that sometime, like why we are slower. And I agree with her 100%. Some clients may need a dry manicure before a full set. I hope you charge for that time spent. Well, when I etch the nail and I put the tip on, I take a cuticle bit and I go around the cuticles with the cuticle bit. That's going to take care of that excess cuticle right there. And then when you hit it with the other file to etch the whole thing, that removes everything else. So that's pretty much the mini manicure being done in the speed way. So my full set especially when I'm on a roll. Right now I can't because my hands are a little numb. But when I'm on a roll, a full set can be done in 35 minutes, 40 minutes, like done. So yeah, there's ways to go around that. Unless the person has really bitten up fingers or really overgrown cuticles where you got to physically nip them, but I'm still going to push them back. I'm still going to go in with the manual cuticle. I'm sorry, with the drill bit. And then anything that's left, once I do that, I'm going to quickly go over them. I'm not going to be sitting there going in like that because no, I'm going to just bite the things that are left over. It's like really quick. The manager at the salon taught us how to shape with the drill before making it sharp with the hand file. Yeah. I just cut with scissors. The only time I really use, you can use a file too. Just got to be careful depending on what bit you're using not to cut a person. But if you get used to using it, I guess you could. What about the crevices of the nails? The shine has got to be removed from there too. Well, like I said, when you go around there with the drill bit, the cuticle drill bit, you should be hitting that. You're etching it with that drill, with that cuticle bit. Also, remember I said I take the fine. For me, I use a fine or sometimes a medium bit, and I'm going around. And then I said I turn it this way and I go up and down. I do a round, and then I'm going to turn it this way and go up and down. Everything is etched and purely ready to go. I'm going to tell you something. My clients come once a month or 6 weeks for a fill-in. No lifting. I've been like that for years. Yeah, I think people putting way too much work into etching and prepping the nails. Yeah, the cuticle bit is going to take care of around there. And then I'm still going to hit it again with that fine or medium bit when I'm etching it up. So between that, that's removing a lot of dead skin and cuticle that shouldn't be there while prepping it all at the same darn time. And it's not a thing where you need to be going back and forth. It's really literally like a zoom, zoom. A lot of people need to have really good, you really got to focus. If you want to focus on something, it's having proper control of your drill. Are you working with your drill too fast? A lot of people have their drill turned up way too high and they can't control it. So they find themselves with the drill skipping, getting away from them. That means your drill bit is probably too fast. Or I had a person who came for a one-on-one class. She had been working with her drill this whole time in reverse. Or I'm going to say the wrong way for her because I'm lefty, so I do work in reverse, I think. But she was working with her drill. I could tell as soon as she sat down and she started working, she was losing the drill so much. I made her turn it off. And I flipped the switch on the drill and she had control of the drill. Some of us are working with a drill in reverse and don't even know it. We just think that drilling nails is so hard. So try reversing your drill and see if you're working with it in the right way. A lot of us don't have good enough control, so we keep having to go over the nail more than necessary, putting more stress on the nail bed because we don't have good control. Prepping the nails, like if it's a regular set of nails like this, I'm just going to take the file. I'm just going to shape really quickly. Nothing like I'm doing a full manicure, just something to make sure there's no hangnails or anything. I'm just going to shape the nail. And then I'm just going to do like this. And I'm going to go to the next nail. I'm just going to etch across the top. Then I'm going to take a cuticle pusher and I'm going to push back the cuticles really, really quickly. Just really, literally this quick. Literally, like. Then I'm going to take my drill, put the cuticle bit in there, and I'm going to go around. Because I already pushed them back, and then any excess cuticle that's still on the nail bed, the bit is going to get off. And I'm going to do that on all fingers. And then I'm going to take that bit out and put in my medium or fine bit. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to turn my bit the other way and go up and down the nail. That nail is ready to go. It's like a 8-minute process or something. I don't know. You said the tip shouldn't flare if you get the right fit. Right. That's what I'm saying. I see it. I'm like, how are people overworking it? Not like I can't believe it, but I'm just like, I need to dig further. No, they shouldn't flare out. Yeah. If you clip the sides, Yeah, you got to work with them sometimes because you don't have the right size or you got a weird shaped finger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rounded. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's been so long since I've been to school. I have forgotten some of these names. You're talking about the eponychium. Yeah. So I mean, just like that's my process. So I when I do nails, you'll probably think that I do nails sloppy because I just like certain things. I just pounce through it. Where I am gonna slow down is laying my acrylic, and that's why I have this class up. Laying the acrylic, I'm going to spend more time on that, but I don't take a long time to lay the acrylic either. It's just that I want to make sure that my brush feels right. It's flexible enough. It's not dirty. You know, we talk about the proper brush in here too, but make sure the brush is not dirty, that it's good and flexible, that the temperature of the monomer is correct, and that my powder ratios is grabbing correctly. And those first couple of nails, I might lay it a little bit slow if I'm just starting out for the day, because I want to make sure I got the flow of how this acrylic is working with my brush today, because temperature and all those things affect the room. But as I keep going throughout my day, bam, 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 slamming it out. I don't play with that, you know? So I think that we're spending way too much time on that prep work. So that's the easiest thing I can give you is that don't overwork the nail bed. A lot of us, I think, are doing too much and we could be hurting the client versus helping them. Think about what you're doing, when you're doing it, not what you saw someone do. Think about how this is affecting the client. Is this necessary? You're putting on a tip. Why are you etching and filing up the whole nail? You got to go back over it anyway. So why are you dealing with that now? Especially if you're saying you're blending the tip. So why would you file the whole nail bed, put on the tip, and then try to blend the tip? Now you just filed the whole nail bed twice for no reason. Little things like that will save you time, and you'll remove a lot of unnecessary stress to the nail bed, if that makes sense. So I think that's that. Okay. So that was on my list. Nail prep time. Pricing. Okay, so I think I have covered a lot of what I want to say on my list. I do want to remind you that I have the $20 packs available on Chicago Beauty Sources. Only like a few available where you get the crystals. These are really good crystals that I use myself, and they bling, 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 and they stay. You get the crystals, and you get 2 Louis Vuitton and 2 of the Gucci in the pack, and the pack is $20. It's free shipping, and it will come to you ASAP. All of that comes to you ASAP, and these are really good items that I use. You'll make your money back super fast on Chicago Beauty Source. And let's see. In school, it's taught it's supposed to be a manicure first, then the set with the soaking of the nail. So when do you soak it? You don't soak nails, you're going to put nails on. You're asking for mold to come into the nail. If that's what they're teaching you in school, that's what you should do, because that's what they're going to be expecting from you in State Board. But in real life, nobody is soaking nobody to do a manicure and all that. That's all we're doing in real life. You don't want to soak a person's nail, then encapsulate it in acrylic, because if that person's nail bed is porous, or you fouled and buffed it and you had to soak it in water, it absorb water, and then you wouldn't put acrylic on it, you might get mold. You might get mold. I don't know why they're teaching all this old school stuff from the 1980s, but that's what they're doing in these schools. They are. Having the right tools make the process easier and faster. True. That's why I said you have to have the right bits and stuff, because I talked about a cuticle bit. There is a cuticle bit on Chicago Beauty Source. Good drill. The drills that I have on there, like that one that looks like that $400 Koopa. I don't have a $400 Koopa. I never will buy a $400 Koopa. That's good for you, but I make just as much money as they do with my drill that looks like a Koopa and is not a Koopa. And it lasts me a long time. So just having good stuff doesn't have to be the most expensive. It has to be good though. And then you got to really, if you're having a problem with your drill, stop and take a look, because you might be working with it in the wrong direction. And You don't have to do a full manicure. What you want to do is push back and then use a drill bit lightly, not on high speed, very low speed, and go around a couple times. And that's pretty much a pre-little manicure. Okay. Oh, to mention taking too many layers off the natural nail. Right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these steps that I'm hearing people doing, you're putting more stress on the nail bed than you need. When I do a person's nails, it looks a mess. Like, what is she doing? You'll just see me doing all this stuff, but it'll come together. You'll be like, wow. 20 minutes later, that 25 minutes later, that acrylic is laid. I'm about to start shaping it. Another 7 minutes later, that acrylic is shaped. I'm going to hit it real quick again around that cuticle. And I'm going across, hit underneath to get that C curve in there again. And now I'm buffing it out. Like, yes, I do. And I do. Thank you, precious me. And I do offer Afterpay. So you can finance anything over $35. You can finance it through Afterpay. Been an Afterpay agent for a long time. Don't worry, you will get your stuff. Quick question. Are all these live comments available on the replay? Yes. But it takes about an hour or so. And this is a long one, so it may take a few hours for them to pop up. It has to process the video. I do dry manis. Water spreads the nails. Of course, looking to Russian manicure is very close to what I do. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why they're teaching you all to soak nails before. You don't want to do that. And you don't even have to do the cuticle softener unless the person has a cuticle that has grown on the nail bed. Like you have it like, it's an 1/8 of an inch down, just stuck to the nail bed. In that case, you may have to put some cuticle softener on there to push them back. But again, stuff like that, when you're doing it, it should be a quick 1, 2, 1, 2. It shouldn't be a thing where you're like, how's your day today? You just finished letting put a cuticle softener on. No, you got to go to a couple of discount salons, see how fast they work. You will pick up some things. You're just going to be like, shh, shh, shh. When I grab people, I'm doing like this with their fingers, kind of flicking them. Like, I'm telling you. But my clients, I tell people, like, relax. If they relax, I'm just flicking their fingers around. They don't know what I'm doing. They'll be looking. They don't have anything to say because it looks a mess, but it's going to come together like, wow. Yeah. You say I live for you to say designs. You missed one. I catch myself saying it out loud at times in my Chicago voice. That's right. We don't talk about designs. Designs are great. They're great. We got all these wonderful people out here for it. But right here today, we are business people who happen to do nails. Okay. Do I work with polygel? No. It's my new obsession, but I'm fumbling through it. I've been tempted to get into it, but I'm just like, they was trying to push polygels as a do-it-yourself thing. And I'm like, I wish they would stop trying to push consumers to do professional products on themselves. So I didn't get into it, but I've been looking at it and I haven't yet. I only do dry manicures and sculpt. Take too long removing the cuticle. I'm going to cut it down to 10 minutes. Yeah, I think you all are overthinking it. And if you get a cuticle bit, check out the one on Chicago Beauty Stores. You get a cuticle bit. Once you push them back quickly, like you can even, don't do this, but I mean, like, it's nothing to push back cuticles. Look how fast I'm pushing back my cuticles with my own nail. Which they do need to be pushed back. I'm done. That was like 17 seconds or something. I don't know. We're overthinking some of this stuff. You order some Blue Crosses in the mail. I love Blue Cross. I love it. It's very old school. Love it. So people are loving polygel too. Cool. Yeah, I think polygel is cool, but they were trying to push it like regular consumers could use it. We got to watch these people. They out here pushing these products like you don't need a nail tech. Yes, you do, because you end up messing up your nails. You don't want to come to us and have us fix it. They do that all the time. I wish they would stop pushing professional services so much you can do it at home, because it's so much they don't tell. They find a product that they can sell cheap and they make a little cutesy video on it, and they don't tell all the things like you can give yourself a bacterial infection, you can make your nails fall off, you can give yourself mold, you can give yourself all type of issues and problems, but they skip past that part. Just like, just stick it on there. Yeah, it's not, certain things just lead to the professionals. Y'all should just be polishing. That's it. That's all. You said it's a pain to take off. Really? See, that's why I won't fool with regular gel, because I don't want to start putting that on my clients, because regular gel is hard to get off of nails. And I don't think it's a good option for healthy nails. I can't speak for poly, but that's a mixture of gel and acrylic. It's a poly blend. It's a hybrid. Hey, Keepanetti. Blue Cross is a cuticle softener. It's a very watery, liquidy cuticle softener, but it works really good and really fast. But they have videos on Facebook talking about, trying to sell it to the everyday person. So I was just like, really? I wish they would stop doing that. And they were doing that with gel for a minute. Like, you can do your own gel manicure. And I'm just like, okay, you got people constantly putting their hands in this light, not knowing what they're doing. They're burning their nail beds because they keep trying it over and over and over. You can really damage your nail beds with the light. Okay, that's like the tanning bed, but you're just putting your hands in there. So I'm just like, I don't know. So are there any other questions or comments? Because look, we right at 2 hours, but I think we have a lot of information here. I am going to Atlanta to check it out because everybody said they want to do this boot camp in Atlanta. So y'all better be serious before I do all this work, so we can get together for a couple of days and discuss some things and learn some things face to face. I'm just saying. I think we discussed how everybody feels about everything that's going on in the world today. If you really want to do this, let me tell you something. If you can make it through this time, you can make it through any time or anything that comes your way as a nail tech, as a beauty professional, period. You can make it through. If you can make it through right now, this is the time that makes or breaks you. Work on your marketing. Figure out other things that you can add on to your business. Learn new skill sets, and also pick up something on the side if you have to that won't take your hand off the business. It's something that you can do and you can flex it around your clients. Don't do something where you got to, not do nails for a minute, because you will be like, dang, I want to do nails. You'll be away from it. And then you'll be missing it. And then all the clientele you built so far, you'll be starting over from scratch because they went and found somebody else because you didn't stay consistent. You have to find a way to stay consistent in this business. Precious Me talking about, I'm glad I found a live. You caught a live. No, we glad we caught you, Precious Me, because you used to always be in the lives and you disappeared on me. I think it was one night I was a little tipsy talking to you. I was like, you talking to her so crazy. I was a little tipsy. But that was like a year ago. Not in a bad way, but I think I was just mumbling on about nothing. Boot camp. Yes, there is a boot camp. Everybody said they want to do one. The consensus was, let's do it in Atlanta. It's going to be at a hotel because we have some guys who want to participate. First, it was going to be in an Airbnb, but it makes the most sense to do it at a hotel because people who have to bring their family or guys who want to participate who are nail techs, you can be in your room. The first night, we'll meet up for a cocktail, probably in the lobby or one of the neighborhood bars. I'm going to check it out. And we're going to just get to know each other, have fun. The next day, we're going to be in the conference room learning and talking about different things on a deep level. Then that evening, we'll probably do a dinner somewhere. I'm going to try to get some people on a panel who've been in the industry, and we'll do a dinner that night. And then that next day, you can stay and go shopping or do whatever you want to do, or you can go home. So it's going to be that simple. Yep. So that we've been talking about that for a minute. So I am working on it. Precious idea. You didn't know I was tipsy. I remember talking to you because we were talking about getting your space for $400 and your brother was trying to tell you to get it. And you saying something about your son. And then we started talking about your son saying, I started telling you something about him following you and you making a role model. And I was like, Tanisha, you was doing the absolute most in that video. I was so embarrassed, but I left it up there. See, I got a good memory. You tell me you don't remember that. Yeah, let's see how this pandemic goes. So when I go to Atlanta soon, you'll know because I'll be vlogging. Because I got a video coming up after this. I'm going to vlog and tell what I've been doing because I've just been sitting on the couch. It's been super busy. And I'll tell you what, It's been a lot of stress. And but that I'll be vlogging and telling you all. And I'll probably record when I go to these hotels. I'm going to check out about 2 or 3 hotels and see who could offer us the best thing. So I'm thinking maybe summer. Oh yeah, you were just pushing me, and I didn't call. You did call about those spaces. I'm gonna push you, honey. See, I remember everything, and I know who here, who not here. Sharina ain't been around in a minute. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it. So I really appreciate you all watching, and don't forget, it really, really helps when you subscribe and rate and comment, do all those. I have to put the commercial up. Once you get your credit up, you will be in your space. I'm glad you said that, because we did the $20,000 nail salon. And I think what a lot of people, somebody said they had watched it twice within 24 hours, because I think it opened a lot of people's eyes that you don't want to go into a business just because you get a chunk of money. You want to have a decent amount of credit. And I had a lot of money going into opening my big salon, and I had about 12 credit cards, somewhere around there. All of that, because I refused to use all my cash. And I still use more cash than I wanted to when it was all said and done. So it's good to have credit, especially in times like this, because you can get into your space. You love your space. You don't want to, move out of your space. You just got it to where you want it to be. And then something like this happens. You might have to use your credit sometimes to float you. Trust me, there are thousands of business owners in the United States today, across the world, millions probably. I don't know, 1 million or 2, that are doing things they don't want to do to keep their business going, but they put so much into it, they willing to do what they got to do. So everyone, let's make sure that we are building our credit as well. Stop maxing out credit cards and stuff. Learn about credit and utilization rates, all those things. Like, all of that will help you in times like this. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. If I had to, I could go live off one credit card. I could for about 6 to 8 months. I'm not saying it to brag away. I'm just saying, like, I have really focused on putting myself in position to win no matter what. And it's been a long journey, but I got there. So that's why I can sit here today and not be stressing, as an entrepreneur. I still get people emailing me, recruiters emailing me to this very day. As of today, somebody emailed me today about a product manager. The other day, a brand manager. Good salaries, 6 figures coming in the door and all that. I just look at them and I'm like, because I don't have to do that. But it took a lot of sacrifice to get to this point where I'm like sitting back chilling. I still get to do what I want to do. I still get to shop. I still get to chill. I could take naps, do whatever I want to do. So I want everyone to stay focused. Make sure you got your cash right. Make sure you get your credit right. Make sure you're using all this free social media to your advantage, because it's free. Please, please, please. And try to think of other ways to add on to your services. Like I said, the henna, making scrubs and butters and stuff like that. Whatever you can add on. Some things I'm not going to even say on live, but whatever you want to add on to make some extra money right now, you do what you got to do. It's a lot of haters out here. You can't say everything on the internet. Thank you, Mighty Minds. Yo, Marisha D, you're so darn late. Yay. You say, I wonder if you remember me. 31 Status Nails on IG. Yes, I follow you. I want to say, are you out of Kansas City? Are you out of Kansas City? You have the nail ministry, don't you? You think I don't know? I keep telling y'all, I pay attention, don't you? I'm going to wait, don't you? I'm just going to wait. Say something. She's been doing events, the nail ministry. It's probably taking a minute to come up there, but I know I'm right. I remember most people in most situations. I do. Let's see what she says. Is this her? You say I love that I respond to messages. Oh yeah. Now lately I have not been on Instagram at all. I just went there and said I was going live today. I just been chilling, but I do. White. I was looking into that too. Yeah. Whitening teeth and doing nails. That's what I'm saying. You could be doing their henna, their teeth whitening. It's so many things right now that are unregulated. Kinda. Do what you want to do. I didn't tell you to do nothing. I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying. I do brag on you a lot, especially to other nail tech instructor friends. Yay! Oh, you said Texas. Okay, sorry. Fort Worth, Texas. But I do know that you have the nail ministry. I'm just trying to keep up with all this stuff. I'm telling you all, it's always a way. It's always a way. That's all I'm going to say. You can even buy them little hand masks and stuff and have it along with the scrub and be like, this is a pack that you should be using twice a week. You use my scrub and then you put on my body butter, then you put the hand mask on and you sit down and watch your favorite TV show. You could charge $25 for that. I mean, like, it's so many ways to make money. So many ways. But I feel like I'm yapping on and on and on and on. So I guess I'm going to let you all go. And I got a video. Stay tuned because I have a video because I have been vlogging. Even though I haven't been on here, I have been vlogging. And you'll see why I have been kind of MIA for about 12 days because, oh yeah, nail techs, barbers, everybody doing the teeth whitening. They were doing that in Atlanta when I was working down there. But yeah, teeth, people are getting teeth done. That's a new thing with the cosmetic surgery. People are spending like $12,000 to get their teeth done. Hey, Queen Intuitive L, you are so late. But I'm glad you're here still. But I think we're going to be logging out at this time. So be sure you catch me because I'm going to start putting together that other video showing you what I've been doing. And you'll see what I'm doing like that. Okay. Well, I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.